Hello and welcome to the Palmore video lesson series. My name is Lowell and today I want to introduce you to the Palmore American Culture class. In this video we will review the grading for the class and I'll give you a basic summary of what we will cover in the class and the homework. First of all, let's take a look at the textbook for the course. In this class, we will be looking at and using American Ways and Introduction to American Culture, 4th edition. As for the grading, in the American Culture class, attendance is worth 10% of your grade. Homework chapter summaries will be worth 15% of your grade. There'll be 3 each worth 5%. There will also be homework, essays, and reports. Those will be worth 15% of your grade. There'll be 3 of those. And homework textbook exercises will be worth 10% of your grade. In addition, classwork participation and performance will be worth 50% of your grade. The level for the course is fairly high for a Palmore course. The course was designed for higher intermediate to advanced level students, or roughly B2, C1, and C2 level students, according to the Common European Framework of Reference, or the CFR levels, or roughly for students with a TOEIC reading and listening test score around 700 or above, or levels J through 10 to G through 15 for Palmore students. The vocabulary level of the textbook is in the range of 3,000 to 4,000 words, with a focus on vocabulary from the academic word list. There are 12 chapters in our textbook. The first chapter is an introduction that covers understanding the basics of the culture of the United States. In chapter 2, we'll look at traditional American values and beliefs. In chapter 3, we will review the American religious heritage. In chapter 4, we will cover the frontier heritage, look at a little bit of historical details that have helped create American culture. In chapter 5, we'll look at the heritage of abundance, basically how the land of plenty has provided so many things for the American people and how that has influenced American culture. In chapter 6, we'll look at the world of American business. And in chapter 7, we'll examine government and politics of the United States. And in chapter 8, we'll survey ethnic and racial diversity in the United States. And in chapter 9, we'll review education in the United States. And in chapter 10, we'll look at how Americans spend their leisure time, what they do for fun. And in chapter 11, we'll look at the American family. And finally, in chapter 12, we'll look at American values at the crossroads, how American values are changing. As for the purpose of this course, the first purpose of this course is to increase your awareness and understanding of the values and cultural practices of Americans. The second purpose is to provide interesting cross-cultural pair activities and class discussions, along with topics for presentations, research reports, and essays. The third purpose is to develop your critical thinking skills and academic English skills. Finally, this course is designed to prepare students who are planning to live or study in the U.S., particularly high schools and university students going on an exchange program, or those who intend to work there and want to better understand the culture. This course will provide a survey of traditional basic American values, where and how these values originated, how they came to be, and how these values affect various institutions and aspects of life in America. The course will provide a range of historical and contemporary perspectives on government, education, religion, business, race relations, recreation, and the institution of the family. As for the homework, students will be asked to read 3 chapters each term and write summaries of the reading passages in each chapter. The chapters, the reading passages are quite long, so students will only be responsible for writing summaries for a limited number of paragraphs, depending upon how many students attend the course. Students will also be asked to do a number of vocabulary and reading comprehension tasks from the textbook for homework. Finally, at the end of each chapter, students will be asked to do some research and write a report or essay based on one of the topics found in the Write About It section of the chapter that we'll look at in a future video. After your first draft is returned to you, feel free to edit it, make corrections, and write a second draft to be checked by the instructor. Just an example of some summaries. Try to summarize each paragraph you're responsible for with 1 to 5 sentences written in your own words. Paraphrase as much as you can. For example, in chapter 1, we begin with some short paragraphs. And the first one, the main idea is that people are curious about people they meet from other countries, what life is like in their countries, their houses, their food, and their customs. In the second paragraph, the main idea is that when we visit a foreign country, we can answer some of these questions, but it is more difficult to discover what they believe in, what they value, what motivates them, and why they behave the way they do. And the third paragraph, the main idea is that the US is very large and very diverse with different climates and lifestyles. As for final thoughts, unlike most EFL or ESL textbooks, this textbook contains quite long reading passages that may be intimidating for some students. Just do the best that you can to understand the main ideas in the reading passages and the key vocabulary words and phrases that are addressed in the pre-reading and post-reading tasks. There are no tests in this particular course, but you will be expected to show a basic understanding of the material in the textbook by finishing the textbook tasks and writing the reports or essays for each chapter. Please visit the textbook website to find additional materials, videos, and study aids. That's vintageamericanways.com. Make sure you bring an electronic or paper dictionary to class. Finally, I'd like to wish you good luck. Thank you for watching. Feel free to leave comments down below.